Shariful Islam Shehzad. The man who is accused of attacking Saif Ali Khan today was sent into police custody until the 29th of January. His earlier custody ended today. The Mumbai police are confident that Shehzad is the real culprit and they have a watertight case against him. But just like every other day in this case, a new report has now surfaced and new questions have also surfaced. What we are talking about is a document. The document you see on your screen right now is the admission report of Lilavati Hospital for Saif Ali Khan from the night of January 16. This report gives details of what exact kind of injuries were inflicted on him, but most importantly, it now establishes that Saif was brought to hospital at 11 minutes past 4 in the morning, and he was brought there not by Kareena Kapoor, not by his son Ibrahim or Taimur, but by a man called Afsar Zaidi. Afsar Zaidi, who is said to be a friend of Saif Ali Khan. This runs counter to the earlier claim that Saif went to hospital on his own in an auto rickshaw. So now, who is this friend? Who's this friend who has surfaced? Well, Zaidi is said to be an entrepreneur who started a celebrity management company called Exceed Management in 2005. Exceed Management managed several stars like Priyanka Chopra, Hrithik Roshan and Saif Ali Khan. They represented all of these film stars. Zaidi subsequently stepped into other businesses as well along with his Bollywood friends. He was the founder of HRX Fitness along with Hrithik Roshan, and he also founded the House of Pataudi, a fashion brand in partnership with Saif Ali Khan. But the key question, did Zaidi take Saif to hospital? Was he in the auto rickshaw with Saif or did he come later? Did Taimur really accompany Saif and Zaidi, or was this man alone with Saif in the auto? And most importantly, if Zaidi, a friend and an adult, was anyway taking Saif to hospital, why did he choose an auto rickshaw? Why didn't he simply drive him? Wouldn't that have been faster? Now, here's the other thing. The time of the assault is stated in the report as 2:30 a.m. and the time of admission in hospital is 4:11 a.m., which means there is a gap of 101 minutes between the time that Saif was attacked and when he was admitted. 101 minutes to take him from home to hospital. But the Lilavati Hospital is just about 10 to 15 minutes away from Bandra, where Saif and Kareena live. What explains this time gap? Now, some reports quote Zaidi to say that he was called by the family. They called up Afsar Zaidi and they said, listen, reach hospital and finish the paperwork because Taimur is with Saif and he's too young for all of it. But again, one asks, if Saif Ali Khan was fit enough to ride all the way to hospital with his son in an auto rickshaw and even walk in like a lion, as doctors have claimed, how was he so weak that he couldn't do the paperwork for his own admission once he reached the hospital? Now, the third point. All this while, we have been told that Saif Ali Khan suffered from 6 stab wounds. The admission report details 5 wounds. 4 are lacerations and 1 is an abrasion on his elbow. So, there are 4 laceration wounds which could be because of stabbing and 1 is an abrasion, what you call kharonch, on his elbow. Then there were those wounds which are discovered later. Are we to believe that these wounds were discovered later after the initial admission report had already been filed? Let's give you now a lowdown of what the report says of each of these wounds and then think of the image of Saif Ali Khan coming back home. What are these injuries that he sustained? The first is a laceration on his back on the left. This is perhaps one of the largest. It is between half a centimeter to 1 centimeter and it's on the left of his back. Then on his left wrist, he has a laceration which is 5 to 10 centimeters on the lower lateral aspect. When Saif walked out, you remember he had his arm bandaged around this point. So that's where he got a laceration about 5 to 10 centimeters. Then there is another laceration, an open wound on the right side of his neck that measures about 10 to 15 centimeters and on his right shoulder. So he's got on the left back, left hand, right shoulder and right neck. As far as the shoulder is concerned, there is a laceration about 3 to 5 centimeters and on his left elbow, there is an abrasion wound of 5 centimeters. That's the left elbow as marked out. Today when Shariful Shehzad, that's the man who's been arrested, When he was presented in court after his custody came to an end, all these discrepancies, you're not the only one asking questions. All these discrepancies that we have been talking about, you have been thinking of, were raised by his lawyer in court as well. His lawyer said in court that there are a lot of things that don't add up. In fact, the man who has been arrested, his face doesn't match the image that has been caught of the accused on CCTV. And now, one by one, even politicians in the state are questioning all of the police's theory.
You have shown some documents that face is not matching.
Face is not matching. The face structure is totally different from the present accused.
मुझे लगता है कि डॉक्टर की जो उन्होंने ट्रीटमेंट की है, हॉस्पिटल में ट्रीटमेंट की, उनके ऊपर कोई शंका लेने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. बट एक इतने बड़े घाव है तो इतने जल्दी दुरुस्त कैसे हुए, ये थोड़ा आया है बाहर. एक स्टेटमेंट आया हुआ है, संजय निरूपण का भी आया हुआ है, नितेश राणे जी का आया हुआ है. तो मुझे लगता है कि ऐसे स्टेटमेंट देने की जरूरत तो नहीं है. बट ये भी डॉक्टर की कुछ मेडिकल व्यवस्था पे भी प्रश्न चिन्ह उठाना भी ठीक नहीं है.
ये मेडिकल चमत्कार है, तो मैं उनकी जो स्वास्थ्य है उनके लिए मैं शुभकामनाएं दूंगा. हमारे देश के अच्छे कलाकार है, मंसूर अली खान पतौड़ी के बेटे हैं, करीना कपूर के हस्बैंड है, तैमूर के पिताजी है, तो स्वस्थ रहे. चाकू कितना भी अंदर घुसा वो आदमी जिंदा है और अपने पैरों पर चलकर घर जा रहा है. ये हमारी लीलावती अस्पताल के डॉक्टरों की एक चमत्कार किया वो लोगों ने, ऐसा लगता है मुझे.
Is this then a chamatkar, a miracle? Or is there questions which the Mumbai police needs to answer? Look, there can be a million explanations for many of these questions, the loopholes, the seeming loopholes. But those explanations need to come not from people like the auto driver or the doctor. They need to come from the Mumbai police, and they need to come quickly. Because in the absence of this clarity, with every day throwing up some new contradictory information, the rumor mills are working overtime, and the real danger is that when these pieces don't add up, these discrepancies, these conspiracy theories could end up having a detrimental effect on the case itself.